All right, everybody, welcome back on a Monday. Bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to go to work. So we are back down here on this property where we have the conservation easement. We're working on a new part today. Let me show you guys. So here's what I had to do. So we're down on this lower section. I was working up there, right up this path the first day, and then I had to cut. There was kind of a path here, but it wasn't big enough to get that big komatsu down in here. So I had to take the blade and kind of make me a trail down in here and push all that. That was a steep little go, but I got it. And then I came over here on Saturday, so we had a little leaky leak with the komatsu. Actually, it was really with the TMC. So let me show you guys what we're doing. All right, so down here on this lower section, Friday, I noticed that we had a little bit of a leak coming out of inside the head here. And so I opened it up, and right here on the motor, and this happened on my THI, on the Bosch motor, there's a little return thing that comes back to this block over here. It's a little hydraulic line, and where it ports into the motor, there's an O-ring in there. And that O-ring had blown out, and it was leaking a little bit of oil. It wasn't like gushing or anything like that, but it was leaking enough where you could see it coming out. So usually if that O-ring goes, it means that the mulcher is over revving. So after we had the pressures turned up on this, and let me tell you right now, I take back all the things I said about this machine when it could mulch, because now that they've got the pressures adjusted on this thing and turned up, I don't know what it's running at, but holy crap, man, this thing right here is like a whole different machine. This mulcher absolutely eats, man. It absolutely, oh man, it's really nice now. So I apologize, Mr. Komatsu. I take back all the things I said. So what happened was, when I originally hooked this mulcher up and tuned it, I tuned it at 25 gallons a minute, and I wanted to save a little bit of flow for the functions of the machine. So someone had turned it up to 29. So we were at like 3,500 RPM, which is a little bit too high. It needs to be at about 2,800 RPM. So I fixed that O-ring because I had some extras in the truck, and then I turned the RPMs, got the RPMs adjusted back down to about 2,800. And a lot of people, let me just nerd out here for a minute. A lot of people get caught up on RPM. But what happens is when you have the RPM way too high, it's a lot harder on the motor, the hydraulic motor, and the bearings, not to mention. But you have a longer power band to get you back up to that higher RPM. So it actually takes longer to recover. So you don't want really low RPMs, but you don't want to be at like 1,800, but you don't want really high at like 4,000, because it takes forever to get that power band to come back up to get you back up to full RPM. So turning this thing back down to 2,800 with this increase in pressure on this thing, and this thing recovers so quickly, because even when I bog it down, it can get back up to that 2,800 very, very quickly, especially because this is only a 13-inch drum, so it spins, it recovers really quickly, where if you had a bigger drum, it would take a lot longer to get it to turn around. So really, really awesome. So we're down here on this lower section. That's the Intercoastal Waterway right there. And so I kind of messed around down here for like an hour on Saturday just to make sure that O-ring was good. Got that cleaned up and just kind of stopped here. And then the owner came through here with the tractor and just kind of messed around through here. So I'm going to work down through here and just try to, he wants to open this up so he can kind of see the waterway. I don't want to get too close to this edge here. No, 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 no. We don't want to do that. Let me just show you guys this edge. I mean, it's a cliff. It just drops off, and that's like 40 feet, and it's kind of already been eroded out through here, so I don't want to bring that machine anywhere near this edge if I can help it. So I'm gonna get what I can, but I'm not gonna endanger myself or the machine either. So we'll get what we can, try to make it look nice, work our way down this path and see what we get done. You guys can get a good view of the Intercoastal Waterway right there. That's what that is. Big old waterway. Seen several big boats come by today. Nothing as big as those barges I saw when I was visiting Dirt Perfect up in Indiana, but some pretty decent sized boats have come by today, like pleasure boats, houseboats, those kinds, not commercial. I used to see barges back in the day when I was younger. I did see a few small tug barges come through here, but I haven't seen any come through here in years. But when I was younger, I used to see them. And here's a nice good sized tree right here. I mean, you guys can see the difference in the recovery. And I'm just eating on this tree. And it only takes maybe a second for this thing to start spinning back up where I can start eating with it again. Before, I'd have to sit there and just wait for it to spin back up. It took forever. So that lag, that noticeable lag that it had before, is definitely gone. This machine is definitely getting the job done. Oh, can you guys see down there? Oh yeah, you guys can see the beach down there. It's low tide right now. So this waterway is tidal where we're at because we're close to the inlet. We're not too far from the inlet, so it's tidal through here. Younger, some friends of ours had a house on the Intercoastal up the road, closer to the inlet, and me and my brothers would go up there and hang out. They had two boys about our age, and we used to go up there and hang out on the dock. We would fish, but we never caught anything, but we would set out crab traps and catch we catch a lot of blue crabs. That was fun. This area down here in South Carolina, the inlets are known for their blue crabs. We are known for our blue crabs. And I think, is it Little River? Little River or Calabash has a blue crab festival every year. I can't remember which one, but there's a blue crab festival here locally every year, if they still do it. This is an old Chinaberry tree right here. It's gonna go. We're taking this Chinaberry down. It's a worthless little thing. All right. This thing is just eating. Look at the torque that it's got now to eat through these trees. What's crazy is that this mulcher is the same mulcher that I have on my 75. It's just a little bit wider in cutting width, but it's the same mulcher. And it is, it's very impressive on this 8-ton machine, no lie. I've really enjoyed running this head. And now that I've got this Komatsu turned up, this Komatsu is not a bad machine, honestly. It's really not. Cab's comfortable. Oh, there goes a nice boat. Big old fishing boat. The cab is comfortable. The AC blows cold. The fuel fill is in a really convenient spot to get fuel into it. Oil fill is really easy. I had to put some oil in it on Friday. That was easy. It's a nice machine. I really, cab's comfortable, plenty of leg room. I've never been uncomfortable sitting in it. I don't feel cramped. And it's honestly a pretty fairly responsive machine running this mulcher too. It doesn't lag, it's not slow. It just didn't have that pressure to be able to run this mulcher. But now that we've got that fixed, it's kicking butt. I like this machine for mulching now. I really do. I mean, it's putting out, I mean, it can put out 30 gallons a minute, which is a lot. I mean, that's a good bit of flow. Man, nobody has seen that sign in years. It's been covered up. I wonder what it says. I'll have to take a look at it. But yeah, we're looking good with this. We just got a little bit further to go, and then we got some more stuff. We got plenty of stuff to mulch around here, so I got about another 20-30 yards to go to finish up this bank, and yeah, this will be looking good. Stay tuned. Oh wow, look at that view. That is nice. Waterway looks pretty today. Sun shining, and this is a drop. I mean, that is a cliff straight down, so you can see I was way off the edge here because I don't want to be anywhere near that with that big old machine. So if I were to fall down there, I don't know how I would get back up unless I could grab those vines or something and pull myself up. I mean, it's a drop. It is a drop. So got this cleaned up. The owner wants me to come up here now. There's a corner back here on this section of that conservation easement that's got some really big tall stuff that he can't get with the tractor and the bush hog. So he pushed this dirt down right here to try to make me an out, but it's not quite there yet. So I'm gonna try to move some of this dirt, make this a ramp, and see if we can't walk our way out of here. So here's the right side of that conservation easement, and the owner, he's, you know, once we kind of got the lay of the land over there on the left side, he's like, you know, I think I can get most of that kind of stuff with the bush hog. And I was like, yeah, that's be a lot quicker too. And you can see he's been mowing this stuff down with the bush hog. This little short stuff that's like pretty thin, bush hog go right through that, this kind of stuff. But this bigger, taller stuff is a bit thicker and taller, so I'm gonna start knocking this stuff down. He wants me to start here in this corner and just take out as much as can. So we'll work here today, and we'll finish out the rest of the day, just knock down as much of this as we can. All right, guys, got a good chunk of this knocked out in only about an hour. Yeah, something like that, a little over an hour. So really happy with that production, dude. I'm telling you, since they turned up the pressures on this machine, it's a killer. She's a killer. She will mulch, no question. And I'm absolutely in love with this THI 100. I love the 75 on my Kubota too, but this 100 right here on this 8-ton machine is awesome. And one of the things I really love about it is it's and this is why I love the 75 on my Kubota, is I was running that Prenoth, and the Prenoth was a good head, but it weighed 1,000 pounds. It was heavy, and it made my machine very tippy and kind of slow too, because the hydraulics were fighting all the time to pick up 1,000 pounds all the time. And I went to that 75, which weighed about 880 pounds, and that difference of about 120-30 pounds, it made a huge difference on the machine. Also, it went from a 36-inch drum to a 30-inch drum on the 75, and I just got a lot better production and recovery, but the weight was a huge deal. Well, this 100 right here only weighs like 1,100 and some odd change pounds or something like that. I can let's see, where's the sticker? Oh, it's all covered. I don't know if I can see it, but I think it weighs, I don't know if I can even see it. What is it? Oh, I can't get it off. So dirty. But yeah, 470 kilos. Yeah, it's 1,030 pounds is what it weighs. It's very light. Yeah, it's like 1,100 with that top cap. It's probably like 1,100 and some odd change. On an 8-ton machine, this machine doesn't even know it's on there. Like you could swing this thing out to the side, do it up and down, doesn't even know it's there. And like, you know, if you compare that to like the Shearex head, that Shearex weighs like 1,500 or 1,600 pounds. An extra 500 pounds on a machine this size out on the end of the arm, it makes a big difference, huge difference. So that's where I really like our excavator heads for the 6-ton and the 8-ton size machines, because our heads are extremely productive. Yeah, they're easy with the double-sided teeth and all that stuff, but they're very light, and they make it's just a lot less stress hydraulics on the machine, a lot less stress on all your pins and bushings and stuff. It's just a lot more easier for the machine. It's a lot safer for the machine. It's not going to tip it over. So loving this 100. And again, if you guys are interested in any of the TMC stuff, you can contact my friends over at CCE Equipment. They're a full-line dealer of all this awesome TMC Kinsella stuff, and they can hook you up with whatever you need. We got any size excavator now, any size skid steer, PTO, mini skid, we got it. We got it all. So if you guys want anything, call them up. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. Don't know if I'll be over here tomorrow or not. I was waiting to hear back. I looked at a job on Saturday. I was waiting to hear back from the guy, so we may be going to get the Mini for a job. I'm going to call him as soon as I turn this camera off and see if we're doing that tomorrow. If not, we'll be back over here and we'll just start going nuke option on all this bigger crap that he can't get with the bush hog. So either way, we'll be doing something. So stay tuned. I will check you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.